Look up at a hovering helicopter. Sun rays appear to fan outward, which should make shadows massive. Yet experts swear these rays are perfectly parallel. So why doesn't the shadow match the helicopter? Can you solve this baffling everyday paradox? Imagine you are looking up at a helicopter hovering high in the sky on a bright sunny day. Now, look down at the ground. You see its perfectly dark, crisp shadow trailing along the earth below. Here is a simple but deeply confusing question for you. If you were to take out a giant tape measure, which one is actually wider? The physical helicopter in the air, or its dark shadow on the ground? Your instincts might pull you in two completely opposite directions. When the sun peeks through the clouds, the rays seem to fan outward like a giant theatrical spotlight, suggesting the shadow should grow much larger. Yet scientists and sailors swear that sunlight reaches Earth in perfectly parallel lines, meaning the helicopter and its shadow must be exactly the exact same size. Neither of those makes sense. So, what is the impossible truth hiding here? To solve this, we first have to bust a massive myth. The dramatic fanning out of sun rays through the clouds, it is a total optical illusion. Think about a long, straight highway, or a set of train tracks, disappearing into a single tiny dot on the horizon. The sun works the exact same way. Because our star is incredibly far away, those rays are actually traveling in perfectly parallel, straight lines toward the ground. Now, if those incoming light rays are perfectly parallel, the helicopter's shadow should be identically sized, right? Wrong. This assumption completely falls apart for one huge reason. It only works if your light source is a microscopic, infinitely tiny dot. But our sun is definitely not a laser pointer. It is a massive, blazing, three-dimensional sphere that takes up physical space in our sky. That wide glowing disk changes absolutely everything about the geometry. Let us look at the real mechanics. Because the sun is a wide disk, light rays originate from its far left edge and its far right edge. As these outer beams travel down and graze past the sides of the helicopter, they literally crisscross. This inward angle relentlessly squeezes the perfectly dark shadow into a shrinking, downward pointing cone while creating a fuzzy gray border around it. The physical helicopter is fundamentally wider. Let us crunch the numbers on this incredible shrinking shadow. If a helicopter hovers 100 meters high, its dark shadow actually shrinks by nearly 2 meters before hitting the grass. Because this cone constantly narrows, something bizarre happens to smaller objects. If a small drone flew at that exact same height, its perfectly dark shadow would pinch out and vanish into thin air before ever reaching the ground. You would only see fuzz. If this vanishing shadow illusion completely shattered your understanding of light, wait until you see what other everyday objects are hiding impossible secrets. Click the video on screen to crack another impossible paradox.